As some of you may know, over the last several months, the two sets of wireless earbuds that I have kind of vacillated back and forth between have been the Sony Link Buds, and I'm talking about the original Sony Link Buds, right? Not these new ones that don't have the hole in the middle. These are the original Link Buds that allow an incredible amount of pass-through of audio. You can see my eye through that hole. And the other earbuds that I've been using have been the SoundPEATS Mini Pro. I had to remind myself of the actual name of these. And the reason I've been using the Mini Pros is because they are absolutely tiny. They are just so small. The case is so small. They're so lightweight that these are just a really great set of earbuds to have in your pocket. And for one thing, they sound really good. There's active noise cancellation. There is a pass-through mode. There's just so much to like from these earbuds, and I believe these are right now about $60. But now there's a new set of earbuds that have been occupying my pocket. A set of earbuds that addresses some of my problems with the Mini Pros, as well as some of the problems with the Link Buds. I'm talking about the brand new SoundPEATS Air3 Pro hybrid earbuds. I've had them for a good while now. This isn't going to be one of my typical unboxing, first impression type things with maybe an update later in the video. I've had these things for a while. I've been using them for a while, and I have to tell you, they are very, very good. Let's look at the listing here on Amazon first. We'll go over some details here. This is what they look like. I'll show you in person, live, living in color here momentarily. But these are them. My understanding from SoundPEATS is that these guys are going to run $59.99 as their normal price. However, they're going to do an early bird special of $39. It's either going to be like a coupon you're going to click down here, or there's going to be a code you're going to enter, or maybe both. I'll have the details to that in a pinned comment down below. I don't have that information yet because, as you can see, they're currently unavailable. The day I am filming this, they are not available to be purchased. They're just something they sent out to me early to test. But as you can see, unlike the Mini Pros, they go from having these sort of dot look to them, where they're just a teeny tiny little thing, to kind of going back to the AirPod style design. In fact, kind of an AirPods Pro design, which I think is actually quite comfortable. We've got Bluetooth 5.2, we have a 12mm driver, we have in-ear detection, we have active noise cancellation, pass-through mode. A lot of good stuff here. All right, so now let's take a look at the actual hardware here from the overhead camera. So this is what we're talking about. We're talking about SoundPEATS Air3 Pros. I quite like the design of these. They are very understated. They're just black. There's not much going on. Logo up top doesn't really stand out too much, which I do appreciate as well. You have a nice little LED light right in there, which is really cool as well. I like the texture on it. It's kind of a grippy texture, which is really cool. USB-C pairing button, and that's really about it. These things, like I said, have that AirPods Pro kind of look to them. The shape is actually really ergonomic. The ear tips are good, and then you have the stem down here, which gives you sort of a better accessibility to your touching region. And that shape in and of itself kind of brings me back to what I was talking about earlier when I said that it kind of solves for some of my issues with some of my other earbuds. So with my Link Buds, which I do still like, and I do still use them from time to time. I move around between different buds a lot. They are relatively comfortable, right? I've talked about that in the past. Once you get the right ear tip on them they're fine. But a problem with them is, for me, just putting them in. There's always a little bit more difficulty than I would like. When you put them in, you kind of have to stick them in there, and you're going to get that tip in your ear the right way, and you're like, okay, is that secure? I think we're good. It just, for me, always feels like there's an extra couple of seconds of irritation of getting them seated correctly. With these guys, because of their shape, because of their size, you just hold on to the stem, stick them in your ear, twist them into place, you're done, it's secure, it's not falling out. And that brings me to the Mini Pros. Because of their shape, the fact that they're just sort of this dot shape, they kind of stick out of your ear a little bit further than I would like them to, and for some reason, something about them, even though they are pretty easy to pop into your ear, similar to these, maybe not quite as easy because of the shape, it's hard to kind of know which way you're oriented, whereas with these, you always know which way is down. Over time, they have a tendency to slowly slip out of my ears no matter what size ear tip I use. That is not happening with these. One of my favorite things to do is put on my Oculus Quest, put my earbuds in, and play some Thrill of the Fight or something. And I'm moving around in this room. I'm all over the place. I'm moving and bobbing and I'm weaving. My earbuds are not falling out. Fantastic fit. Really, really comfortable. In that regard, these things are excellent. In terms of controls, they are relatively simple. I wish they were customizable, but as of now, that is not the case. A single tap on the left or right earbud will raise or lower the volume. A double tap on either earbud will do your play pause. It'll also answer or hang up phone calls, I believe. Triple tap on the left is a low latency game mode. On the right, it triggers the Google Assistant or whatever assistant you are using. A 1.5 second hold will skip a track forward or will reject a call. A 1.5 second hold on the left one will toggle between your ANC modes and will also reject a call. I believe I'm reading all these correctly. I do want to point out that in terms of Google Assistant, it does work. You go 1, 2, 3. The problem is I never hear anything go ding to tell me that it's not listening. So I just go 1, 2, 3, and then I'm like, I guess, and I say the thing, and then it answers. Don't know if that's my phone, if that's the earbuds, or what's going on, but I do not get any audio cue that tells me Google Assistant has been triggered, but it does work. All that's well and good, but how do they sound? They're earbuds, all right? So they're only as good as they actually sound. That's what they're for. I continue to be shocked by how good SoundPEATS earbuds actually do sound. For a company that I did not know existed maybe a year and a half ago, to now, every time I put in a new pair of them and I compare them to earbuds I have from Soundcore, from Sony, I am shocked that they punch so far above their weight class. They sound absolutely fantastic. And now SoundPEATS has a proper app where you can go in and tweak an equalizer and make them sound even better to your preferences, to your ears. These things sound really, really good. And if you're getting them early bird for $40, good grief, these things are fantastic. For $40, I would recommend these to almost anybody in terms of build quality, audio quality. $40 is unbelievable for these things. Even $60, if you miss the early bird, is a really solid price for a set of buds that sound as good as these do. A lot of these cheaper buds, you wind up with a deficiency somewhere, right? It's like, oh, there's a ton of bass, but my mid-range is just a mushy, muddy mess that you can't make out any detail in. Or, hey, my mid-range and my high-end is good. It's like I've got a tweeter in my ear, but there's just no bass. It's just flat. There's no impact. These have everything. You get detail in the mid-range. You know, when you're listening to a song like I like to test out with, a song by Blues Traveler, I don't know why, it just sounds so good to me in really good earbuds because you can hear there's a nice bass line, there's a guitar kind of chiming in, there's a harmonica over the top, and I can hear every bit of everything going on. None of it is sort of just muddying together like you get with cheaper earbuds. They sound really good. In terms of active noise cancellation, I'll put these things in when I'm mowing the yard, pushing the mower around, and it pretty much deletes that mower. They sound really good. If you've used something like the Mini Pros in the past, it's right there at that level. The active noise cancellation is almost identical. The pass-through mode is really good. One of the things I like to have pass-through mode on for, going into a grocery store, I'm shopping, whatever, I kind of go back and forth. Sometimes I want ANC on and I want to feel like I'm in my own world. Sometimes I want to have the pass-through on so that I'm kind of more aware of the people around me. Either way works great. I can hear other people speaking to me. If I pause the music, no problem at all hearing other people. If I turn up the volume, though, I can drown out whoever I want. They do get plenty loud. All in all, these are just a fantastic value. Are there better sounding earbuds out there? Yeah, absolutely there are. If you're going to go spend, $200 for a set of super duper high-end earbuds, you're probably going to get some better features and some better sound quality. But for $40 or $60, you're going to be hard-pressed to find anything anywhere near as good as these things are. Thanks to Soundcore for sending these over. Again, the link will be in the description as well as a pinned comment down below. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button on your way out. And until next time, stay nerdy, my friends.